Alright, so this is the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 2, Episode 4. I think this is Episode 4. But anyway, so it starts off with Lil B, aka Brandy with an I, and she in the studio still snapping out on Max Lux. And Ray J up in there like, come on now, Lil B, you too small to be this strong. And I'm just like, Ray J, you shut up, because this is probably your fault why these hoes is in there. And now she mad, and Nikki just in there sitting looking around like this with her curly lace wig on. If it's a little like a lace wig, but she's still up in there snapping or whatnot. Bunch of mess. Past that, now we get to Kamaya, and she is going to meet up with Jason Lee. I don't know, the little gay vlogger. He looked gay, his big body tail, because I don't like him, and y'all gonna find out why. I do not like him. Anyway, she gonna meet up with him. He acting like he a friend. He just want to be in people's business. I don't have time. But he going in there. She telling him about the Fizz situation and how they ain't talking no more, basically. And she all like, this situation is just stupid and gets on my nerves. I just really don't. But Fizz was wrong for what he did, because he should not have been giving her no key to his house or letting him meet no parents or no kids if they were going to be together. But yeah. So Jason Lee gets all in this business and asking like what the sex was like, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, well, it was decent, you know, when he can get up. And I was just like, no. Why? They always want to go telling somebody about the bedroom business after it's over. And I'm just like, would you just shut up? It's not Jason Lee's business. But whatever. I'm over them too. Alright, so what is this? I get their names confused all the time. What is his name? Miles and Hazel E. He come in and meet her at the studio because you know that I got no chill. You know I don't got no chill. That song was kind of hyped though. I will give her credit for that. This song is kind of catchy though. I like it. But anyway, so he come to meet up with Hazel because Hazel is Milan's best friend or whatever, I guess, on the show. And he want to talk to her so she can go and kind of tell Milan that, hey, Miles really do want to be with you and blah, blah, blah. Same old story. But anyway, he goes on and on about how it's hard to be gay in the rap industry, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, it's just really not. Either you got good music or you don't. Period. If you got good music, we gonna buy it. We will support you. If your music is trash, we ain't gonna support you. Your music probably trash because we don't support you and we ain't heard none of it. And you brand new to Love and Hip Hop. That's probably why you ain't hype like that. Because, I mean, people is buying Young Thug's music and feature him on songs. And he's pretty much gay because he wear female clothing. He always around dudes. He might say that he ain't gay, but he's gay. And I don't care what nobody say. Young Thug is gay. But anyway, that's besides the point because he ain't on this show. But anyway, so he's going to figure out some way to get Milan back. That's it. Pretty simple with them. They got the same thing going on every time. So now they up in the club faking as normal. And they're partying. Nikki, Fizz, a bunch of other people. So Fizz is like, since I'm done with the Kamaya mess, I'm about to see what other things I can find in the club. And of course, he about to try to talk to Nikki again because, you know, they was talking like last season or whatever they was doing. But anyway, he was like, he about to take a ride on that again. And Nikki is like, well, I'm glad that he's done with the Kamaya chick because I don't like how she's been in the streets calling me plastic and whatnot. And I was just like, hold up. I mean, she really ain't lying. It's the truth. I mean, your body parts aren't real. So, I mean, Why are we mad here? I don't know. I'm a little confused. I don't know. I mean, I like Nikki, but sometimes it's just not all there sometimes. So, what's her face? Princess, she's in the kitchen whipping up some type of fruity drink or whatever for her Go Health Life or whatever. Ray J come through and he's still upset about this party thing or whatever. And basically Princess was like, well, I can go out to parties if I want to, blah blah blah. But then she's like, I really don't know how Ray J found out that I went to the party, blah blah blah. I'm just like, girl, you know how he found out. TT told him. I mean, duh. Ring a bell. I mean, is anything working up there? Like, oh, stupid. Anyway, Ray J was like, you can't be going out to parties and blah blah blah. And she's just basically like, why? And I'm over here like, why? Why she can't go? And he's like, well, you're supposed to be at home, blah, 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 because you're not a man. And I'm just like, hold up. You got to be a man to be able to go out and do what you want to do. Pause. You got me messed up. Real good. I'm just like, whatever. But at the end of the day, she's like, she's going to do what she want to do. And then Ray J walk off with the dog. He kills me. Last time I saw my husband, he was surrounded by what they call the bottom eaters. Yo, you can tell that Brandy is an actress because she is just the most. So, they at their house now and she waiting for Max to come back because Max ain't responded to nothing since last night at the situation, and so now he finna come back in the house, and this girl sitting in the house shaking like she got Tourette's or something. Like, she is just shaking and waiting for him to come in the house. She just want to know why he had that ring on and why he won't answer the phone and this, that, and the third. And Max is just like, I leave the house without my ring every day. It's like he tries to have a proper accent, but it's not. And so he's like, I leave the house without my ring every day, just to show her that if she don't act right, it ain't gonna be right. And I'm just like, these two right here, they just make for so much good TV. Max is like, I don't negotiate with terrorists. And Brandy's like, I'm not a terrorist. I am your wife. And so he is just over it. He's like, I'm done here. He walks out the house. He go and get into his gas guzzler Hummer and whatever. He threw the ring and she just starts snapping and she's like, oh my gosh, don't throw the ring. Why are you doing this? You are embarrassing me in front of the neighbors. And Max is like, hey neighbors, we have problems too, just like y'all do. And I'm just like, can't deal. But yeah, he got into his gas guzzling Hummer. And this fool, Brandy, she go walk in front of the Hummer. Fool, you act like he can't reverse the truck and go another way. And this fool gonna try to power walk. Yes, power walk. She ain't try to run after it. She power walk after the truck. I'm just like, this girl here, and her antics are the most. But it makes for really good TV. But this girl is crazy and she need help. For real. Now this fool, Lil Fizz is coming up to meet with April. And I'm just annoyed because Jason Lee come through talking about with his little fake friends that probably Mona Scott and them paid to walk with him in there. Talking about, I just see some of my friends. Let me go speak. They are not your friends. One, Lil Fizz don't even know you. And April ain't trying to talk to you right now. So I'm just like, first of all, bye. You just can't just be seating yourself at nobody's table. Bye. Oh my gosh. So he come up there asking April what's going on with her life. And April, she shut it down quick. She was like, I'm not fooling with you. And that's the same answer that Lil Fizz should have gave, because Jason Lee come talking about, my friend is Kamaya, and she told me about what happened to you guys. Like, she thought you guys were together, and April was like, they were never together. I was like, thank you. But nobody asked you. But anyway, then Lil Fizz was like, we were dating. And then he goes on to say, well, and she need to come get her stuff from my house. And I'm just like, why is you telling him all that? That is none of his business. Just can't. This stupid curly hair fool, he just makes me sick. Oh my gosh, this season. Anyway, so then Jason Lee goes to talk about, well, you guys were having like sexual relations, blah blah blah, and Fizz is like, well, if I got good D, I got good D. And I'm just like, anyway, and then Jason Lee was like, well, she said that it wasn't that good. And I'm just like, why? Get him out of here. Would somebody get the mop and the broom and just go? I don't like him. Why did they introduce us to this fool? Like, oh my gosh, this big burly chest back fool. I just can't. Stressful. So Miles asked Milan to finally come meet him. Milan finally done being stubborn and going to meet this boy at this restaurant in public. But if you ask me, that ain't really the public, because it won't but about 5 or 6 people up in that restaurant. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, Miles coming to tell him that he done worried about what other people say, and he's ready to be with Milan in public and all this stuff. And he's talking about he want to show how he wants to be together. So he done went out and got this tattoo on his shoulder in the back with some M's, something, 2 M's and whatever. And I'm just like, now if y'all two fools don't be together after this season, how you supposed to explain this stupid tattoo that you got on the back of your shoulder when you go talk to the next gay dude? How you supposed to explain that? See, people do stupid stuff just to try to show and prove to somebody that they really want to be with them. I'm not doing all of that. I'm not tattooing nobody's name for I could be looking stupid when we break up. No, not happening. Anyway, they back together. They are lovey-dovey. They kiss in front of the 5 or 6 people at the restaurant. Woo-ha, yay, raise the roof. Whatever. Nikki and Fizz meet up at this little theater that allegedly Lil Fizz has, like, money invested in. So he's not just a mixtape rapper. He actually has his money in a little bit of business stuff. So Nikki thinks this is attractive because she's like, you know, everybody knows that Miss Nikki Baby is the baddest boss, blah, blah, blah. Girl, get out my face. Anyway. So they chilling up in the little theater or whatever, eating candy and all this. And then she want to tell him that she want to do business with this nigga, Jason Lee. And Lil Fizz is like, oh my gosh, not this fool again. And I'm like, yes, not this fool again. But anyway, so she was like, this is just business. So she gonna meet up with him anyway. Whatever. So Princess and April, they're on a little shopping trip or whatever. They walking down the sidewalk, where they at. So Princess, she finally gets a freaking clue, and she's like, well, Tiara seems very sincere about when she was trying to be friends or whatever, but she feel like she's being set up. And I'm like, girl, finally you believe that you being set up. Like, why did it take you this long? Anyway, so April is just like, she can't believe that TT is trying to set her up, because when she talked to TT, she said she was over all this Ray J stuff. So I'm just like, girl, she lied to you. Anyway, so she grabbed her phone, and Princess grabbed her phone, and she's like, well, I'm going to send her a message and say that I'm going to Vegas. Do you want to go with me? But I'm not really going though. And I'm just like, duh, we know that. But yeah, so she act like she going to send her a message or whatever and see if it gets back to Ray. Well, duh, it's going to get back to Ray because she been telling him everything. But yes, Princess finally got her thinking cap on, get a Blue's Clues. Okay, So Nikki goes to meet up with Jason Lee the punk, and she's talking to him about her lingerie line because she claims that he is good at business and marketing and whatnot, which I beg to differ. But she wants him to help her market her stuff. And then she's inviting Hazel because she knows Hazel is good at PR stuff. So she wants everybody to work together so her lingerie line can be the bomb. Well, Jason Lee is petty because he don't like Hazel E. and they ain't been getting along. And it really just seemed like Hazel E. ain't really ever done nothing to this dude. He just real petty and stupid. So they are arguing back and forth because he don't like her, and calling her out was like, you ain't no PR. You ain't never been a PR. You just a upcoming rapper, blah, blah, blah. And you was homeless and blah, blah, blah. And Hazel, he was like, I came up on my own. I ain't never been homeless and blah, blah, blah. And she got the receipts and all this. I'm just like, girl, I don't know if that's true facts or not. But anyway, this fool gonna pour Hazel's drink in her face. Now, first of all, if you want to throw a drink, throw your own drink. Don't be throwing nobody else's drink in their face. And first of all, you are a dude. Why is you throwing drinks in a woman's face? You such a punk, and I wish a nigga could come beat your tail. Like, oh my gosh, they couldn't pay me to sit and watch this because he would have got tackled in that restaurant. Like, I would have been snapping out. For real. Like, oh my gosh. If I seen this dude in the streets, I'd probably smack him upside the head with a bat. Like, for real. Why is you throwing drink in women's face? You a punk. You just mad because she a female and you want to be one. Like, I'm done. Alright, so Amber then invited TT and Moniece to lunch because she want to talk about a little bit about, anyway, Miles and how he basically playing games with her, and she's over it. And I'm just like, girl, would you just realize that this man is gay? Like, how do you not know this already? Anyway, so TT is like, so you guys, I talked to my new friend Princess, and Moniece is just like over there like, this girl's crazy. But anyway, she's like, so she texted me to go to Vegas. And Moniece right off the back, and I'm just like, why can't people be quick thinking like her? I mean, she a little bit crazy, but that girl's quick thinking. And she was like, well, you don't think that maybe she's playing you to get back at like Ray J or something like that? And TT is like, no, I don't think so. I'm just like, girl, you just as dumb as a doorknob right now. That girl is playing you because she didn't call on to what you doing. And she was like, well, if she is, then that's good. That's good. I'm just like, Lord Jesus, somebody help this fool. This is just fool. This is the cast of fools. This is love and hip hop fools. That's what it is. Because they retarded. But anyway, so we get to Lil Fizz's house, and Nikki is up in there in her lingerie by Nikki gear, cooking some bacon on the stove and eggs and biscuits and all that, whatever. So they in the kitchen chilling. So they're basically waiting on Kamaya to come pick up her stuff. And she talking about, well, I need for her to not be talking about me, calling me plastic in the streets and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, once again, she ain't lied. She telling the truth. Like, I can't. So anyway, she come to get her stuff, and Kamaya is like, I walk up into Lil Fizz's house, and I'm just like, for one, why is Nikki here? 2, why is she dressed like that? And 3, what does this have to do with me? And I'm just like, girl, that's the same questions I would ask if I had to show up. Just give me my stuff so I can go. Anyway, so basically, they all get to an argument because Nikki's like, you've been talking about me in the streets, and you don't need to be talking about me, and blah, blah, blah. And Kamaya was like, nobody's been talking about you, and nobody's hating on you. That's basically how she said it. And then Lil Fizz chime in, what you need to do is you need to get your stuff and get out of my house. And Kamaya is just like, swear, in the confessional. She was like, they not gonna treat me like no little punk in here. They need to know if they gonna dish it, they need to be able to take it because I'm finna give it to them. And I'm like, girl, yes, because don't let nobody punk you, okay? So she goes off. Like, she go off like I would have went off. She is just like, you not gonna talk to me like that. She told Nikki, you not gonna talk to me like that because I'll beat your ass. And I was just like, girl. Anyway, so, what's his name? Lil Fizz, he still yapping. And so she about to get up and she threw the care package that Nikki had made for her at Nikki. And I'm just like, Nikki, she looked like she might fight you, but she probably sitting over there like, girl, I'm too cute to be fighting. I ain't finna mess up all this stuff that I done paid for on my face and on my boobs and all that. And I'm just like, that's probably what she was thinking. And yeah, she goes out the door. Kamaya straight mush Fizz in the face. And I'm just like, bruh, how you get mushed in your own house though? But anyway, so they cussing each other out and she still ain't leaving her stuff. Ain't that what we came for? I don't know. So that was everything for this episode. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later with the next episode, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.